evening, everybody. We'd like to call the meeting to order for April 27th, 2021. This is the regular village board meeting. Mayor Chapman is unable to attend tonight. I believe Mr. Culotta has received a comment from the mayor.
Yes, thank you. Mayor Chapman wanted me to pass along to all of you that he is sorry he could not make it tonight. He is at home recovering from a stroke and a subsequent surgery. He is hopeful that he will be able to be sworn in and attend the next village board meeting.
Thank you. In his absence, I was asked to chair the meeting. Can I get a motion to chair?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Kirkland, second Luciano. Any participants participating via phone?
Anderson here.
Noted. Trustee Anderson's on the line. Anybody else? Building department or no?
John's here from the building department.
John Komorowski also. Thank you.
CC, pledge.
Yep.
We have to call names. Roll call on the motion. Roll call.
Thank you. Roll call for the motion for me to chair.
Brockman,
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Anderson,
Yes.
Luciano,
Yes.
and Kirkland.
Yes.
And with that, we'll move to the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please, Diane.
Mayor Chapman is absent. Dan Anderson,
Here.
Steve Brockman, CC DeBold,
Here.
Barb Kirkland. Here. Tony Luciano.
Here.
And Dan Warren.
Here.
Thank you. Next item would be citizens. Are there any citizens wishing to address the village board at this time? Seeing none, let's move to consent. On the consent agenda for this evening, there's 3 items. Approval of the regular meeting minutes from April 13th, 2021. Approval of an accounts payable in the amount of $535,305.93. And an approval of the grant payment number 8 in the amount of $2,164.96 to the Shorewood CARES Small Business Relief Program recipients. Everybody should have received an updated version of the CARES Act payment. Are there any questions regarding the consent?
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Motion, Luciano.
Second.
Second, Kirkland. Roll call, please.
Anderson,
Yes.
Brockman, Warren,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Kirkland, and Luciano.
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to our next item would be reports and communications. Ms. Lambert, can you, the election results, please?
These results are from the consolidated election on April 6, 2021. I'm going to be doing a vote count, let you know what those numbers are. Dan Anderson, 1,077 votes. Clarence DeBold, 1,108. Don Carroll, 979. Chris Brophy, 782. Dan Warren, 862. Richard Chapman, 1,124. Diane Lambert, 1,389.
Thank you. Next item, we'll move into our order of business. Item 1, consideration for approval of a facilities use agreement with Shorewood Soccer League at Scenes Four Seasons Park. Mr. Culotta.
Thank you. What we have before us is 2 different items that are related. Both are for a facility use agreement with the Shorewood Soccer League. One is for Seni's Four Seasons Park, the other is for Hamel Woods. This is a continuation of the relationship the village has had with the Shorewood Soccer League. It by and large has the same terms and relationship and expectations of the league as well as the village and for maintenance and upkeep of the properties. So what we ask is your approval of the first agreement, which would be for use of Seni's Four Seasons Park.
Comments or questions by board members?
This is routine, what we normally do every year for the soccer, correct? Can we make a motion individually, or can we do them
Please.
both at the same time?
Yeah, please do it individually.
Okay. I'll make a motion for approval of a facility use agreement with Shorewood Soccer League for Seni Four Season Park.
Second.
Motion Luciano, second Kirkland. Roll call, please.
Dan Anderson,
Yes.
Brockman,
Yes.
Warren, DeBold,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
and Luciano.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 2, consideration for an approval of a facilities use agreement with Shorewood Soccer League for the Hamel Woods location. Mr. Culotta.
This is substantially the same agreement, just for a different property. There are some unique differences here. One, this is not village-owned property, but we have an agreement with the Forest Preserve in order to utilize the property. And the concession stand and shed here is, I believe, is owned by the league as opposed to the village at Four Seasons.
Comments or questions by the board?
I'll make a motion to approve for the approval of a facility use agreement with Shorewood Soccer League for Hamel Woods.
Second.
Motion Luciano, second Kirkland. Roll call, please.
Luciano,
Yes.
Kirkland.
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Warren, Brockman,
Yes.
and Anderson.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item number 3, consideration for an approval of a contract with K&D Landscaping in the amount not to exceed $85,105 for the landscape maintenance needs for Village Hall, Police Department, and miscellaneous right-of-ways, and waive the bid process. Mr. Noriega.
Thank you. Historically, the village contracts with Greenscape Landscaping Services to do a lot of the landscaping needs in and around town center here, Village Hall. A lot of our right-of-ways, there are miscellaneous right-of-ways that we'd like to upkeep along Route 59, Route 52, River Road, and also the landscaping needs over at the police department. They've notified us a little bit late in the year that they are closing their doors and will not renew the contract. So staff scrambled, was trying to get additional bids. K&D Landscaping is the low bid in the amount of $81,710. Now, just in case there's additional needs, additional mulching, cleanup that is also needed, I'm requesting a not-to-exceed number of $85,105, which is in the budget. Any questions?
I would just request with, since we had Greenscape for so long, and it seemed to be doing a pretty decent job, since we have somebody new coming in, kind of keep a close eye on things this year and make sure that it's up to our expectations.
Of course. They have a good reputation from what I hear. Thank you.
No questions? Motion?
I move for an approval of a contract to K&D Landscaping in the amount not to exceed $85,105 for the landscape maintenance needs for Village Hall, Police Department, and miscellaneous right-of-ways, and waive the bid process.
Second.
Motion Kirkland, second Luciano. Roll call, please.
Anderson,
Yes.
Brockman,
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Luciano.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item number 4, consideration for an approval of a resolution of the Village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, honoring Dan Anderson. Mr. Culotta.
Thank you. Now I'll read the resolution. Now, be it hereby remembered that Daniel Anderson truly and faithfully served the Village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, as a member of the Board of Trustees from his election hereto on April 1st, 1997, until April 27, 2021. And whereas Dan, during his 24 years of service, devoted many hours of his time and talents as the chairman of the Economic Development Committee from July 17, 1997 to January 28, 1999, vice chair of the Public Works Committee on July 23, 1997, then became chairman November 29, 1999, Westcom board member representing the village of Shorewood since 2001, in January 2012 became vice chairman, liaison to the Police Pension Board from April 22, 2003 to 2014. And whereas during his time as chairman of the Public Works Committee, he led the village through major infrastructure projects, motor fuel tax projects, capital improvement projects, and budgeting for major equipment. He studied issues related to planning for a new public works facility and Lake Michigan water, and to always provide quality services to our residents. And whereas during his term as village trustee, he truly served the citizens of the village with honesty, dedication, steadfastness, and personal sacrifice, and donated of his time freely in making Shorewood a more desirable place to live. Now therefore be it resolved by the village president and the board of trustees of the village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, that the village of Shorewood does hereby express its sincere appreciation to Dan for his unselfish dedication and devotion to the people of the village of Shorewood, and gives recognition to his outstanding contributions. Be it further resolved that Dan shall carry with him the blessing and gratitude of the village and its residents in all of his future endeavors. Be it further resolved that this resolution upon adoption be spread in full upon the records of the village of Shorewood, and the clerk of the village is hereby directed to deliver Daniel Anderson a signed copy thereof.
Motion to approve the resolution.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion Warren, second Kirkland. Roll call, Diane, please.
Luciano,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
DeBold,
Yes.
Warren,
Yes.
Brockman,
Yes.
and Anderson.
Yes. Can I say a couple words real quick?
By all means, please.
All right. Well, first off, I apologize for not being able to make it there tonight. But 24 years of sitting on the village board is, I'm very proud of my service there and working for the taxpayers and the homeowners of the village of Shorewood. It's been a really wonderful experience. I don't regret any of it. There's been a lot of good times, a lot of good things, a little bit of rocky here and there. But it's been overall a good experience. I would like to just put into perspective, though, a little bit. When I got on the board in '97, if you come out here and look at Black Road and 59, the only thing that was up here was the Speedway gas station on the west side of 59 at Black. And then you go north, the next thing was Breaker Cabinets. So I was around, and I had a little bit to do with everything that came in on 59. The car dealerships at 55 and Route 52, the Harley Davidson dealership, and everything else that's gone on around here, and I'm proud of all of it. And, you know, I'm going to miss all you guys, and thanks.
All right. Next order of business, item number 5. Consideration for approval of a resolution of the Village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, honoring Daniel Warren. Mr. Culotta.
Thank you. Now be it hereby remembered that Daniel Warren truly and faithfully served the village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, as a member of the Board of Trustees from his election hereto on April 2nd, 2013, until April 27th, 2021. And whereas Dan, during his 8 years of service, devoted many hours of his time and talents as the vice chairman of the Planning and Zoning Commission, by overseeing matters regarding plan reviews, zoning district changes, variances, and conditional uses, making prudent decisions on issues brought before the Planning and Zoning Commission. And whereas Dan, as a vice chairman of the Public Works Committee and studied issues related to the planning and development of water, sewer, streets, and drainage systems to provide quality services to our residents. And whereas during his term as village trustee, he truly served the citizens of the village with honesty, dedication, steadfastness, and personal sacrifice, and donated of his time freely in making Shorewood a more desirable place to live. And now therefore be it resolved by the village president and the board of trustees of the village of Shorewood, Will County, Illinois, that the village of Shorewood does hereby express its sincere appreciation to Dan for his unselfish dedication and devotion to the people of the village of Shorewood, and gives recognition to his outstanding contributions. Be it further resolved that Dan shall carry with him the blessings and gratitude of the village and its residents in all his future endeavors. Be it further resolved that this resolution, upon its adoption, be spread in full upon the records of the village of Shorewood, and that the clerk of the village is hereby directed to give Daniel Warren a signed copy thereof.
Thank you. Can I get a motion?
Make a motion.
Second. I thought you were going to say more. I wasn't hesitating.
Oh, no,
Motion Luciano, second Kirkland. Roll call, please.
Dan Anderson,
Yes.
Brockman,
Yes.
DeBold, Kirkland,
Yes.
Luciano,
yes.
Warren.
Yes,
The floor is yours, sir.
thank you. I don't have a lot to say, just, you guys know me mostly, I'm pretty quick. So I just want to thank all the staff, Public Works, Police, Steve, Planning and Zoning. I think everyone here has done a great job, continue to do a great job. The amount of work and effort that everyone puts in to make this a great community, it's well deserved. New trustees, congratulations. The only thing I would ask of you is to make sure you take every resident into consideration. Don't go with personal agendas, any of that stuff, stay away from that. Just take all the residents into consideration. I'd also like to thank my wife and family for missing a lot of stuff. So, again, thank you, appreciate it, it's been fun.
Thank you.
Told you to be quick.
Moving into reports. Public Works, Mr. Anderson. Is Trustee Anderson on the line still?
No report
Oh,
tonight.
there you go. Sorry.
He said no report.
Oh, no report. Thank you. Planning and Zoning, Trustee Brockman.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next meeting will be May 5th here at the Village Hall. Kelly has 2 agenda items, sign code text amendments, and Mr. Culotta is going to give us a presentation on the strategic plan, so we thank him for that. So, next meeting, May 5th. And just like to make a comment about when I became chairman of Planning and Zoning, I had big shoes to fill. Had a man that had been in that position 12 years before me. And luckily, the village surrounded me with now Kelly and Natalie to help me from the staff, but I leaned on this gentleman right here quite a bit because at Planning and Zoning, we get a lot of the public hearings, and sometimes they got a little bit, what would you say, Dan?
Long-winded?
They might have gotten a little.
Spirited?
Spirited, excited?
Let's put it that way.
Okay.
But I want to thank him personally for, he was with me for 8 years, and so he's going to be missed. And just wanted to thank him and
Thank you,
put it in the record. Thank you so much.
appreciate it, thank you.
That's my report.
Thank you. Parks and Rec, Trustee Kirkland.
Thank you. Our spring community scavenger hunt is ongoing. Flash missions are still available to complete to celebrate Earth Day and Arbor Day. New missions are added every Friday. It's free to join, and you have a chance to win prizes. Visit the village website for more information. Tickets are still available for next month's drive-in movies, $5 per vehicle. There's only 13 spots left for Toy Story 4, which is on Friday, May 14th, and then 29 spots left for Frozen 2, which is on Saturday, May 15th. Bring Things activity bags are still available. Each bag is filled with fun crafts and activities to put together with your kids. Visit our website for more information. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to the Village Facebook, Instagram, and Constant Contact for Village updates and news about special events and programming. And I too would just like to thank Dan and Dan for all the time that you spent in and all the great things that you helped our village accomplish. So appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Soji.
Citizens Advisory, Trustee Luciano.
The Citizens Advisory Committee will be meeting May 25th. At that time, we will be having a presentation from the new Plainfield Shorewood Chamber of Commerce. We also, in September, will have a presentation from the Kiwanis Club. As always, if anyone's interested in becoming involved with the Citizens Advisory Committee, you can contact myself or any member. All the information, the emails are on the website. So anyone that's interested, or if you know anyone that might be interested, please pass it on. I also like to thank Dan and Dan. I've only been on the board with them for 6 years, but they've been dedicated in what they do. They've been a big part of the village, and although many times we don't agree on things, that's what this is all about, but I enjoyed working with both of you. Thank you.
Lastly, I want to say the same thing. I want to say I'm very appreciative of the time being able to work with Trustee Anderson and Trustee Warren. Numerous things can be learned from anybody working with great individuals that are on this board. No matter how little or how long you've been around them, there's always something that can be learned. So I simply ask one last round of applause and sign of appreciation for their dedicated time. With that, I need to take a brief pause. We will be moving into the administration of oath of office for the new trustees. But the gentleman in back needs to get a couple of things set up, so bear with us for a couple of moments, please, as we get that situated. Thank you.
This is a commercial break.
TV timeout almost.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're going to move into item F from our order of business. This will be the administration of oath to trustees. Trustee-elect Don Carroll. Mr. Chapman is not here, then we will do Diane Lambert and Mayor-elect Clarence DeBold. This is going to be done by our Deputy Clerk, Tony Dolby.
Okay, if you can please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald Carroll,
I, Donald Carroll,
having been elected to the position of trustee
Having been elected to the position of trustee
for the Village of Shorewood,
for the Village of Shorewood,
County of Will,
County of Will,
and the State of Illinois.
and the State of Illinois,
Aforesaid do solemnly swear
or do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
to support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the Village of Shorewood,
and the ordinances of the Village of Shorewood,
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
and I will faithfully
Faithfully.
discharge my duty,
of the office of trustee,
the office of trustee, to the best of
my
my
ability.
ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Done.
Mr. Carroll.
Your spot. Well, it moves around, so. It gets moved around, so thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Come on over here. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Diane Lambert,
I, Diane Lambert,
having been elected to the position of trustee
having been elected to the position of trustee
for the Village of
for the
Shorewood,
Village of Shorewood,
County of Will,
County of Will,
and the State of Illinois,
in the State of Illinois,
aforesaid do solemnly swear
aforesaid do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the Village of Shorewood,
and the ordinances of the Village of Shorewood,
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
of the office of trustee
of the office of trustee
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations. Mayor-elect. Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I, Clarence DeBold,
I, Clarence DeBold,
having been elected to the position of village president
having been elected to the position of village president
for the Village of Shorewood,
for the Village of Shorewood,
County of Will,
County of Will,
and the State of Illinois,
and the State of Illinois,
aforesaid do solemnly swear
aforesaid do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the ordinances of the Village of Shorewood,
and the ordinances of the Village of Shorewood,
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
and that I will faithfully discharge my duties
of the office of village president
of the office of village president
to the best of my
to
ability.
the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Okay?
We don't have to swear you in. Chucky.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to open the floor to any elected official, newly elected officials for any comments.
You want to go first? I don't care. It's up to you.
I would just like to thank my family, my husband and my brother. They were my little campaign managers, but they didn't campaign a lot. I'd like to thank the board that I worked with for 4 years as a village clerk, the outgoing members and the new members. I think it's an exciting time for all of us to learn some new things, and I'm looking forward to some new officers.
I'd like to thank the Shorewood residents that voted for me, and I look forward to working with all of the board members and keep the village moving forward in a positive direction.
Thank you. Real quick, I want to thank everybody. I'm excited for the opportunity. And moving Shorewood into its next chapter. Without a doubt, family, my wife, any of this, it's been a challenge getting through all the ups and downs that go along with it. And I look forward to the hard work and the dedication that's going to go along with this. So, thank you. With that, we got to move to business item number 6. Consideration for approval of a resolution authorizing signatures on financial instruments. Ms. Burkholder.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a housekeeping item to update the signatures on the financial instruments with the changes to the board that have just occurred. With the board's approval, we will notify our financial institutions and make those changes.
Any questions by the board?
Move to approve a resolution authorizing signatures on financial instruments.
Second.
Motion Kirkland, second Trustee Luciano. Roll call, please.
Brockman,
Yes.
Carroll. Kirkland,
Yes.
Lambert,
Yes.
Luciano.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Otherwise, that was our final business item. I thank everybody for coming. I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion Kirkland, second Luciano. Roll call, please.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Lambert,
Yes.
Luciano,
Yes.
Brockman,
Yes.
Carroll.
Yes.
Motion carries.